I was 18 years old, and haven't been the most responsible kid, not like kids, that day. We didn't really care much about getting jobs or anything because we still lived at home. We didn't have to worry about bills, and we didn't know what Mom was saying when she was like, how much would this cost? And we were like, I don't want to know how much that cost. And what are you talking about, rent? I've lived here for 18 years. Why should I have to pay rent? Well, I figured it out the day she kicked me out. I was like, well, where will I? There's no place you can go and live for free other than the men's shelter. And there you're liable to get your shoes and socks, stolen every night. So I went to a counselor at high school, Miss Levy, and she informed me of the children's home, and she called a representative. She called him a representative, but it was actually Ron. And I talked to him, and I was wondering if it would be okay for him and my mom to speak, because I thought she should be let in on this, this option that I found. And she talked to him, and they went over goals. It was the first thing I learned about, living on my own. You got to have goals, and you've got to make plans to achieve those goals. My goals were to live on my own or get an apartment, to get a job, and to get a car. They basically found me an apartment. They actually helped me out with the lease. They found the apartment for me. And they told me exactly, they said this is like the cheapest rent that we could find for you because it's a one-bedroom apartment, you'll be living completely on your own from now on. Mom won't be there to, help you out with anything. It's going to be us, and we're just going to try and get you the jobs and the hours that you're going to need to support yourself. And once I got the apartment, then I went back to school, which was another big goal. One of my bigger goals was to graduate from high school. Well, when I went back to school, I went to a different school. I basically changed every aspect of my life when I moved out, from where I lived to where I went to school to what kind of jobs I wanted. Because before I was just into fast food to pay my mom $100 a month and get that out of the way so I could do whatever I wanted to do. Now I was like, all right, Jay, we got to get serious here. The most significant things that they helped me out with was my confidence. When I came here, I was just shy, I kept to myself, I didn't talk to anybody. And now leaving here, I have a better sense of myself as the person who likes to talk to other people. It's something I love doing. I wouldn't be a host if I didn't like it. I'd probably be working in the kitchen or something. But one of the things they helped me out, I think, with the most was basically finding me. Being responsible and doing all the things that I knew I could do before, just better now because I know how to do them. Everything before that, I was just dressing a certain way, acting a certain way, and talking a certain way because I knew somebody else would think it was cool or acceptable. And I was just so desperate for that acceptance, I didn't look to see what would be best for me. The thing that the children at home helped me out with the most was teaching me basically how to live self-sufficient, really, in budgeting and finding apartments and finding jobs. When I came in the program, I felt overburdened by my mom, kicking me out. I felt I was wronged and she shouldn't have done this. How could she do this to me? And what I wasn't thinking about was maybe I might have needed it, in order to succeed. And the word success just took on a new meaning after that. Like, success isn't something that only rich people have or only that the stars have or, people like that. It was something that I could achieve myself through goals and planning on, completing those goals. I feel like I got two families, my mom and Jim, who are helping me, like, yeah, well, we feel you. We feel the same problems. It's good that you're learning all this stuff. And then I got the children's home was teaching me how to do it.